Hi and welcome back everyone for another battle report. Today I'm playing Stoffe and his Tyranids. I brought my orcs. We got 4 objectives, one over here, here, here and here. We got quarters deployment, as you may see. I got a truck with boys, Def Copta, Def Dread, Lutas, 30 boys and a war boss, battle wagon with the grots and custom force build mech inside, a Def Copta and more boys and a truck. Stoffe got 2 hive guards, a hive tyrant, a carnifex, some gaunts, hormogaunts, 2 zone ropes, and in reserve he got a trigon, a lictor, 2 units of gene stealers who's going to outflank, 1 with broodlord, and a unit of gaunts in reserve. I'm currently going first unless Stoffe can steal initiative. And a free, so he doesn't. Let's see what happened after end of top of turn 1. My dreadnought moved forward and then ran 1 inches. This truck went flat out 19 inches. The Def Copter over here turbo boosted and landed over here. Lutas did not move but fired and managed to kill both the hive guards. The big blob with Warboss moved 6 inches and then ran 4 inches. The battle wagon moved out of the woods, managed its difficult terrain test, and then fired its cannon on the hormogaunts, but scattered, only managed to make a wound on the hive, but Stoffe made his cover saves. This Def Copta made a wound on the zone rope, which is saved, and the truck made 1 wound on the zone ropes, and all got saved. So for my turn 1, moved forward and killed the 2 hive guards. Let's see what Stoffe can do at bottom of turn 1. Bottom of turn 1. Stoffe moved up his hormogaunts and ran them 4 inches. His zone ropes moved forward and tried to fire at my battle wagon. Managed 1 of his psychic tests. Got a hit, a penetrating hit, but I managed my custom force field save, so no damage on this. The convex fired at my boys, killing 6 of them. And the hive tyrant managed to remove the big shooter from this truck. And that's it for shooting in movement. He tried to assault but was half an inch away from my Def Copta. So let's see what I can do at top of 2. Top of turn 2. For movement I am moved forward with everything except the Lutas again. Over here my truck pumped forward and kicking out the boys. The dread walked into the ruins and walked towards the ruin and then ran into them. The boys moved forward. My boys fired at the hive tyrant, did not do any damage. The Lutas fired through the ruins at the hive tyrant. I believe I did 2 wounds, but Stoffe managed his saves. My shooter blob managed to do 3 wounds to the convex. He managed 2 of his saves and took 1 wound. 2 Def Coptas versus and a truck, big shooter actually, versus the zone ropes. I did several wounds, but he managed all of his saves. Then the last boy unit fired at hormogaunts, killing 2 I believe. The boom gun fired over at the termogaunts, scattered but still killed 2 of them. For assault, my boys managed to combi charge the hive tyrant and the termogaunts. I lost 4 boys in this combat, but wiping the termogaunts out and did 2 wounds to the hive tyrant. and he lost combat by 6 and died due to no retreat. My Deathcopter did 2 wounds to the Small Ropes, but Christopher managed his saves. And I took a wound. I did not take any wounds in return. Ha! My Slugger Boys versus Hormagaunts. I lost 5 boys, I believe, and then just wiped his units out. So that's it for top of turn 2. Let's see what Stoffe can do at bottom of 2. Bottom of turn 2. For reserves, the Broodlord and Yinzils arrived, the Trigon, the Gaunts and the Lictor. So 1 unit of Yinzils still in reserve for Stoffe. For shooting, he killed 3 boys, I believe, with Gaunts. He ran with his Trigon and his Yinzils. The Lictor tried to shoot at the truck but missed. This Carnifex killed all but 2 of the dudes in this boy squad and did a wound in the knob. I managed my leadership test. Then he assaulted the Carnifex with 5 attacks. My god. Managed to get 2 hits, but rolled double 1 for his wounds. In return, I kicked in 1 wound, and Stoffe made his no retreat save. Here it's a standstill. No wounds caused by the Small Ropes, 1 wound caused by the Deathcopter, but saves are made. The Gaunts slaughtered my, actually just 1 combat, but then ran over my boys. So that's it for top of turn, bottom of turn 2. Let's see what happened at turn 3. Top of turn 1. I moved this truck over here just for contesting purposes later on. Moved my Dreadnought forward and downwards. The truck and Deathcopter moved to this end of the table edge. Turn around my Battle Wagon and turn around my Shooter Boys. The Shooter Boys fired at the Trigon. Did 1 wound, I believe, which Christopher saved. The Looters on the other hand, did 6 wounds, and Christopher only made 3 saves, 3 wounds taken. The Boom Gun killed 3 Gene Stealers, but Christopher made his leadership test. My Deathcopter and my truck did not do any wounds in shooting towards the Gaunt. And that's it for shooting. For assault, my boys charged into the Trigon, losing 6 boys, but managed to down him. Consolidating into the woods. Over here, the Gaunts, I forgot they had poison, so I took 1 wound with the Deathcopter, but did 2 in return. So 1 combat by 1, and 1 more Gaunt died due to no retreat. And in this stalemate, the Small Ropes did 1 wound, which I saved, and I did 2 wounds in return, which Stoffe saved. Over here, my boy did 1 wound to the Carnifex, which he actually saved. Then the Carnifex rolled 3 1s and 1 2, so no wounds taken from the Carnifex, but my Power Claw did 1 wound and then he died due to no retreat. That's it for top of turn 3. Bottom of turn 3. No extra Gene Stealers arrived, so 1 unit still in reserve. The Lictor fired at the Battle Wagon, managed to make a glancing hit and remove its Boom Gun. Then charged in, didn't do any extra damage. The Gene Stealer charged into this blob of boys. Managed to kill 5 boys and taking 4 wounds in return. So 1 combat by 1 and 1 additional boy died. The Gaunts managed to do 1 more wound on the Deathcopter, so it died. Over here, still no wounds on either side. Let's see what I can do at top of 4. Top of turn 4. My Grots and Big Mac jumped out of the Battle Wagon, fired everything they had at the Lictor, did not do any wounds. The Big Mac tried to repair the Battle Wagon, did not manage. The Dread moved forward and Flame of Fluffa the Gaunts, killing 4 of them. This unit of boys just moved towards the objective. Since I didn't kill the Lictor with my Grot Blasters, my Looters fired at him. Managed to do 1 wound. Then I charged in with the Grots and managed to kill him with my boy actually, before the Grots managed to strike. Over here, I actually did 1 wound to some of ropes, did not take any return, and one more wound due to no retreat. Over here, I lost 4 boys, but my power claws killed the Gene Stealers. So let's see what happened at bottom of 4. Bottom of turn 5, Gene Stealers arrived from this flank, charged into my big blob of boys, killed 6 of them, did 1 wound on the knob. My power claws killed 4 in return, I believe. I'm not really sure. I lost combat by 2, but managed my leadership test. Barely. Those 2 gaunts tried to fire at my 2 boys, but did miss. And this close combat with Stoffe versus Defcopta still a stalemate. That's it for bottom of turn 4. Let's see what I can do at top of 5. End of turn 5. What I did, I moved on top of this objective, repaired my gun, killed the Stone Rope in close combat, and killed the 2 gaunts in close combat. I did lose all my boys. War was remaining with 1 wound and 2 Gene Stealers remaining. But I made my leadership test. For Christopher's turn 5, he killed my war boss and moved 3 inches. At this point of the game, I got 2 objectives. He got 2 Gene Stealers versus Luta's trucks. So he concedes the game. Thank you for watching and see you next time.